Paris, 1900. India is still 47 years away from independence. There is no Indian Olympic Association, no national sports ministry, no television, no anthem waiting to be played on a podium. And yet, an athlete connected with India is about to enter Olympic history. His name is Norman Pritchard. Born in Calcutta, Pritchard competes in athletics and wins silver in the 200 meters and 200-meter hurdles. Two races, two silvers, and the first medals credit to India in Olympic records. But even our Olympic beginning comes with an asterisk. More than a century later, historians still debate whether Pritchard should be properly regarded as having represented India or Great Britain. Perhaps that's fitting because India's Olympic story doesn't begin with a certainty. It begins with a question. What could this country become? And then comes silence. The Olympic Games of 1904, 1908, and 1912 passed without Indian participation. The 1916 Games disappear altogether, swallowed by the First World War. 20 years after Pritchard, India finally returns. It is at Antwerp, 1920. This time, it is no solitary athlete. India sends a team. The effort owes much to industrialist Sir Dorabji Tata, one of the early believers that Indian athletes deserve a pathway to the world's greatest sporting stage. The movement would eventually contribute to the formation of the Indian Olympic Association in 1927. There are no medals in Antwerp, no podium photographs, and no triumphant headlines. But something more important has happened. India has actually arrived at the Olympics, and this time, India will not disappear. From 1920 onward, India would participate in every edition of the Summer Olympics. Think about that. Empires would collapse, borders would change, a nation would be born, wars would interrupt the games, generations would come and go, but India's name would remain on the Olympic roster. And 8 years after Antwerp, India would discover a sport in which it wouldn't merely compete. It would rule because Amsterdam was waiting. And so was a young man whose stick would eventually become part sporting equipment, part magic wand. His name was Dhyan Chand. And India was about to stop participating in Olympic history and start dominating in it.